Chronic stress is linked to the leading causes of death. And yet we just call it a busy week, Michelle.
You don't say.
What the fuck?
We're fucked. Hey, how you doing? Busy, AKA hanging on by a thread, AKA stress cycle, never left it.
Well, it's a good thing you brought up stress cycle because April is Stress Awareness Month. And later in today's conversation, Michelle,
we're diving
in. We are diving in and
How
we're diving
timely.
into the theme of this month's stress awareness.
How timely are we? Who plans this podcast?
I do.
God.
Fingers on the pulse. And let me tell you something. I was looking up, like, what are we going to talk about today? And this came up and I was like, we need to talk about it, about stress awareness, but not yet. First, we're going to introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Lauren.
Yeah, hey, I'm Michelle.
And this is Cozy Conversations with the Sister Project. We've been doing this a long time now. This is episode 386.
I mean, we are closing in on 400 episodes.
I know. I feel like we have to do something special for it.
Maybe
but I
we
don't
could have
know
like
what.
a balloon drop.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I'm
like-
kind of
and
here
then we'll
for, or
just-
like big 400 balloons, like
yeah,
the 400.
Yeah, we need something.
We need something.
And we're going to make it happen.
We're going to make it happen. I'm going to figure it out. But before then, we are so excited that we have another caller, longtime listener, first-time caller. And I take that back. Melanie.
No, she calls us.
She just hasn't called yet, but she texts us. She messages us. Melanie and us, we go way back
Yeah, we're
now.
connected.
And so we're going to listen to her SpeakPipe. Again, SpeakPipe is just the platform in which you can leave us messages, listeners. You literally just press a button like this. Are you guys ready? I don't know if you're ready. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Lauren and Michelle, I love you guys.
Oh,
This is your content creator bestie, Melanie. And I just wanted you to know that your podcast is the only podcast I listen to that I literally feel like we're having a conversation. And I will often stop and repeat something back or comment on something. And I'm like, oh, shoot,
I'm
this
alone.
is not live. They can't hear me. So anyways, love the podcast. Love you. And keep on keeping on. Stay cozy. Love you.
Oh, thanks,
Melanie. Thank you. That was like an erotic novel. I mean, she's got a good voice.
She does actually. I think she does. And so did our last SpeakPipe message. I like how she says that, it feels like she's in the room talking with us. That's something that we have heard a lot. And
that people say that about
that they find themselves like walking down the street and they're listening in on a cozy convo, and then they stop and they're like, and then they look around and they're like, oh my God.
Or they want to respond to us.
Or call us.
I know some people that pause and write down thoughts so that they can tell us later.
And I've shared this on the story too. I've actually walked past people in real time that were listening to us try and remember something, and then them yell to me the answer to what we were wondering in real time.
That.
Yeah.
In real time, like on the path, you've seen this. You've had this happen to you.
Yes.
All right. Well, you guys, you could be like Melanie and you can call in on our SpeakPipe. The link is in our show notes. Leave us a message. This is honestly giving me so much life. And it doesn't have to be a review. It doesn't have to be like how much you love us. I get it. But it could be like your follow-up thoughts on last week or a conversation we've had in the past.
Yeah.
We don't care. Topic suggestions. We will share hate messages.
I love how you invite that. And yet we have yet to really receive it.
We've gotten, I'm still getting some people yelling at me about the whole Mel Robbins thing.
Still. Well, that's good.
Like, oh, you
Well,
call yourself, someone said, oh, you call yourself a Christian? And I was like, what?
No, never said that.
What's wrong with you, lady?
They call me
He is
Michelle.
risen. Get out of
That's
here.
Lauren.
Like, what's going
So we call ourselves.
Some lady was like, because I said have a blessed day, and she's like, oh, now you're invoking Christianity. I'm like,
no.
By the way, anyone can use that.
Yeah, that is.
You saying have a good day.
Yeah, that's not owned by someone else.
It's not. I wanted
It's
to tell
free
you
for use. I saw it in the Webster's dictionary.
have a blessed day.
Just blessed. It's
like when mom died, God bless. I'm sitting here and every time I look at you, I am getting a lightning bolt of pain down the back of my right side of my neck. And so today when I was like, what's something like, what am I caring less about? I'm caring so much.
It's a constant reminder.
Because I can't stop thinking about it. But it brought me back to the last massage I got and something weird happened. Don't worry.
I
don't need to call the police. Nope.
Okay.
No, we don't need to call the police. But I probably should.
Oh, honestly, Anthony,
Thank
when
you
you're done, I've got a
so
little spot
much.
here.
Oh my God. I was
You guys-
wondering where a little heavier on that hand.
You
right
guys
there.
don't know that while I was traveling and looking out the window to the Grand Canyon, every time I turned left, I had to turn my entire torso
that's
from
it.
the waist.
What happened to you? God, he's
Injured
good.
from sleep.
Oh my
Injured from
God.
sleep.
I don't know what this, I think this might be either like a Pilates or a sleep thing. I would turn
Wow.
around to thank you. Thank you.
But you can't.
Actually, that was a little better. I can.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you.
Healed.
I'm healed.
Hands of God.
Hands of God.
The Lord's hands touched you.
It touched me. So I'm getting a massage this one day, and the first thing that happened, again, not pervy, just like here, it's a story. So he's massaging my thighs, and he goes, Lauren, I
I'm
have
already
to
concerned.
ask you.
Yeah.
He goes, what is your sport of choice?
And what did you say?
I started laughing. I was like, sport? I'm like, I don't do sport. I'm not a sporty.
Yoga?
I don't do sports. I'm like, I've been teaching yoga for a long time and I do Pilates. And he's like, your muscles, you have such strong.
You've always
he
had
goes, you're
strong
all.
quads.
He wasn't talking
it's
about
mechanical horse that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not, he wasn't talking about my fupa, but he was talking about my legs and my glutes. He's like, you're all muscle.
Well, Lauren, we've known this.
I'm like, thank you.
You have a strong ass and legs.
And then we were laughing because I'm like, sport. I'm like,
Sports.
I'm not even, all my friends are skiing, buddy. I'm here just getting a massage.
Yeah.
But then something else happened later that I didn't put the pieces together until later. When he was using his thumbs like this. So listener, if you can't see me, but my kind of thumbs are pushed together, and he was applying pressure down my thigh.
Okay.
And at one point when he was doing it real, and I like a lot of strong pressure, when he was doing that, I kind of felt what felt like maybe a scratch, but I didn't really think much of it until afterwards. I leave, I go take a shower, and I have like a 1.5 foot long scratch.
He scratched you
down my thigh
with his
and
nail.
Honestly,
with his coke nail.
with something nail, maybe it's going maybe a hangnail, and I still, like how your skin
Or a ring, maybe?
No,
Did he
it
have
was
a ring?
it was his thumbnail,
Oh.
and I have still a slight scar. I'll
Scratch.
show you later.
How long ago was this?
This was in February. It's April.
Oh, wow. That was an accident.
Oh, it was
that
an
he-
accident.
And
That's
he-
why I didn't say anything.
Did he, because you were skin to skin, like he was touching your
skin
legs.
to skin? But I always wear underwear at massages.
Smart.
Typically, no matter man or woman, I will wear
and
underwear.
if you wear those underwears that you wore earlier,
they're not
that I
coming
saw,
near
no
me.
one's going
They're
near
like,
you.
what, Grandma?
Underwears.
Bucket. Well, this is funny because I wear buckets for yoga.
Yeah.
It's like a diaper, basically.
But
I mean, it's
why
not. But
under your leggings? Doesn't
Yes.
that crumple and like
no,
wrinkle?
it feels so. I feel supported, and plus, it helps with. My biggest nightmare
is see-through
is
vagina.
is camel toe.
It's a fear.
I don't need a moose knuckle.
Honestly,
namaste.
You know what? That brings us to a timely thing. I'm actually caring less about my camel toe.
Oh, I didn't.
I don't
realize
give a
that-
shit anymore. This is what I've got going on.
Okay,
I don't care. Oh, is there something there that you don't like? Look away, asshole. Don't look at my camel toe. I'm done.
Has someone brought your camel toe to
but
your
I
attention?
lift weights twice a week I get jacked with Megan Jackson and my friend Jackie. And I used to care, and now I'm like, you know what, ladies? I mean, I'm not walking in camel toe leading, but
like
I'm
your two lips
I'm just
completely separated.
I'm just 48 and could give two shits.
I am so I think
could
maybe
give
because
two fucking shits.
I get it, but maybe you guys are in a garage. You're
And
not
we're
teaching
private.
in front
I'm
of
not
like 30
walking-
people. I'm not
No.
showing everyone my camel
No,
toe.
now that might be a different story if I was on stage singing with the pigs.
Yeah, like you're not gonna be loud
Camel
and
toe
proud
Sue.
with your camel toe.
Camel
Your
toe
moose-
Sue.
Your
Or
moose
new
knuckle.
cover.
No,
Yeah,
no,
got it.
So that's why I wear those underwear underneath
Fair.
my leggings to kind of just feel supported. And I want to preface this with I don't have to I'm not taping up my labia. We're not.
Yeah.
I don't have.
You're not rolling them up
No,
like a tin can.
it just feels more comfortable. And no shame to anyone who has long labia.
Yeah.
I just want to share my anatomy a little
Yeah,
bit.
thanks. She wanted you guys to know that her lab isn't long, although with the stretch in the back of those buckets, I'm not sure they're holding up anything. That's just my observation.
And the underwear that she is speaking of, those are ribbed Hanes.
Yeah, well, they may have it's time to retire those.
You know what? They work.
Yep.
And I told Michelle, I'm like, don't look. And she goes, whoa, grandma. And I'm like, I have cuter underwear. These are my yogi underwear.
I have an amazing pair. I've gotten to the stage in my life, for example, I just bought. I'm committing to what I like now, and I needed a new pair of shoes for walking. I don't run. I want to call them running shoes, but they're not running shoes because I don't run.
You're not running.
And I was like, what kind of shoes am I going to get? Oh, I know what I'm going to get. I'm just going to get another pair of
Those
Hokas.
are really actually,
okay?
are those brand new?
They're brand new. Got them
Why
last
did
night.
you need another pair?
Because I wore my other ones to the point where they were
well,
shredded
you are
on
putting
the
on
bottom.
miles. Those are cute, Michelle.
But the reason I was thank you. Those are the least
I
ugly
hate the
hokas.
name.
I hate the designs of them.
I hate the
Have
name.
you seen some of the hoka?
Hoka. Yeah, I've seen
Hoka,
No, I feel like
Hoka.
hoka, polka.
But there's a pair of the underwear that I prefer that I buy over and over and over again
What are
from
they?
Nordstrom.
What
and
are they? Are
the
they
brand,
buckets?
what?
Are they buckets?
They're not buckets, but I guess they would be filed under a bucket category, but they're very like they don't have a seam. So like you really don't see them underneath. I'm wearing them right now.
No,
And they
look great.
also hold in your belly, but they're like kind of, I guess what I'm trying to say is they're way cuter than what you were
Maybe
sporting.
I need to get a pair.
I'm going to send you a link and we'll put the
I
link
thought
in
you
the
were
show
gonna
notes.
that you were going to send me a pair.
Yeah, they're one size actually. You want to borrow a pair of mine to see if you like them?
They're one size.
Yeah.
Yeah, take yours off right now. Sick.
Put them on your head.
Wait,
Jump out of the second floor window. See, you guys think that we test our buckets by how they fit on bottom, but really it's how they save us from jumping out of the second floor from a fire. The bigger,
Guys, listen.
the better.
Growing up in a household of so many women,
Yep.
First of all, stealing each other's underwear
Was a thing.
So gross. The best part of growing up in a household of women and you had a chihuahua,
Yeah,
was when they
crotchless.
would eat your crotch.
Crotchless underwear. Because it was like, could somebody buy me a pair? Oh no, I guess I'm wearing these. Easy access.
It was like, they,
Shredded
they were like
crotch.
homemade crotchless underwear, like shredded
Sucks.
crotch. And also, why are they doing that?
Because they like the smell.
You know what? I am so tired of when I have my period. I was around a dog the other day, and it was at the
Sniffing your
park.
crotch?
I'm like, get out of here!
I want to kick the
no.
dog.
I'm like, get the
Mind
get
your
out of-
business.
like your snout up my
Yeah.
vag right now
Yeah.
isn't fun.
Yeah.
The guy, why is the guy that is your master
Is not removing said dog.
And I'm like moving it around and pushing it,
get
pushing
outta
it
here.
away.
I hate that.
I hate it.
It makes me so. That's why I
It
have
makes
a
me
9.5
really,
pound
it,
mini
re-
wiener.
it really bugs me. In fact, I went over to my in-laws the other day and I had my period and I asked, like, does anyone have a tampon? And Candy's like, oh no, the dogs are going to just love you. And I'm like,
Oh,
I'm going to jump out the window without my underwear.
Well, I've literally walked into houses where the dog came straight to the crotch and I'm like, get a sniff. Did you have a good time? Like, I'm done. Did you like that? Was that good? Okay, cool. Day 17 of a fucking hemorrhage bleed. Have a
17,
good one.
you might want to look into
No, I'm
that.
good. I'm good. My diva cup runneth over.
I'm over the Diva Cup. I've tried.
Not me. I'm never looking back. It's literally changed my life.
It doesn't work for me.
This doesn't work for everyone.
It
It works for
doesn't.
me.
I
And
know.
thank God it does.
And like 2 years ago, I read something. I think everyone found out. They're like, oh, we finally have tested tampons on the human body. And I was
Oh,
like, I'm
cool.
sorry, what did
Finally?
you just say?
Awesome.
You just tested just
Just
this
a couple
month,
days ago.
or like
They should have stuck them up a couple males' asses to see how it
well,
worked.
if you want to really have a laugh, do you know that they just started testing women's anatomy in cars?
Yes. In cars?
Oh yeah, they would use a dummy with the physique of a man. So we weren't even really safe. Yeah. So that's cool.
Everything is men-led. I mean,
I
it
know.
doesn't, but
Not anymore. Space to space we go.
okie dokie.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
But first, let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Let It Be Us. We want to talk about something that's really important happening right here in our Chicago community. Let It Be Us is helping children entering foster care find safe, loving homes, especially in those first critical moments. They're currently looking for emergency foster parents within 50 miles of Arlington Heights. And what's so important to know is that you are fully supported. Families are trained, licensed through Shelter Youth and Family Services, and receive guidance, resources, and financial support along the way. Most kids entering care right now are older, ages, between 7 and 16, Michelle, and placements are short term, but they can make a huge impact during really vulnerable times. I mean, these are emergency situations where a child needs a home and a shelter and a good family. If you've ever thought about fostering, this is a powerful way to help. Learn more and explore ways to support or view waiting youth through the Heart Gallery of Illinois at letitbeus.org. Thank you, Let It Be Us, for sponsoring our podcast. Okay, Michelle, hot topic. as we discussed at the beginning of the hour, we are in the middle of April and it is Stress Awareness Month.
You know that it's bad when they have to dedicate an entire month to the
Yes.
awareness around stress.
Well, yes, it's bad because about 70 to 80% of adults report experiencing stress regularly.
Sure.
About 1 in 3 people say they feel extreme stress on the regular. Work is the top source of stress for
sure.
adults. And again, going back to space, we're floating on a rock and we're sitting here
Busting our ass.
worried about deadlines and work. Like I really think about
you start to
that.
think about it and you're like, what?
I know a friend from yoga who hates her corporate job. So I'm excited to one day share this on the podcast with our listeners. So she has come up with an idea, a product, and she is doing all the things you need to do. She's getting sample products brought in from one of the countries that she's working with. But this is someone who I'm so inspired to watch her go through this because she's like, I'm done living my life.
Yeah.
For something else that I'm just getting a paycheck.
Something
it's not
and
fill
someone.
my yes.
Something and someone.
Yes. So I'm just throwing that out there.
You and your family and your people.
Nearly 50% of people say stress negatively impacts their behavior.
For sure.
Sleep, eating, patience.
How could it not?
Probably self-medicating.
Yeah.
And that stress is linked to 6 of the leading causes of death, including heart disease and cancer.
So basically what you're saying is stress is no bueno.
It's no bueno. But now that we've kind of like unpacked some stats, let's talk about what stress is. Stress is the body's response to a perceived challenge or threat. It activates fight or flight system, releasing hormones, as we know, like cortisol and adrenaline. We've got short-term stress that we
my God, Will, on the way back to school, the night before school, spring break ended, and he was like, just one more night until the cortisol drip floodgates open.
Oh, no.
I was like,
the drip to floodgates.
The cortisol floodgate drip, that is the life of a junior in high school in this country.
To be the life? Does it have to be their life? That's like, those are the questions I'm thinking about. Like,
so I don't think that this life, I remember having, like the normal stress back then, am I going to get to school? Am I going to play soccer somewhere? All these things. Unfortunately, it seems like it is the life that they have because of these goddamn phones and social media. Because everything from your proficiency on a standardized test to the announcement of the college that you're going to the flag that is hung on your front stoop, it's like these kids are like constantly being graded and measured and compared to everybody else.
I would categorize that then as chronic stress.
I would categorize it as chronic
because
stress too.
And that's the more harmful one that's the one that wears down the body and the brain, where short-term stress is more helpful. Okay. That's more like, I got a deadline to meet, things like that. But now let's talk about why our country and the people in the mental health field decided that it was imperative that we have a month dedicated to stress awareness. So what the theme is for stress awareness, I mean, I gave you all the stats, that's why, but let's talk about what it is. The theme for this month, Stress Awareness Month, is Be the Change. And this is a call to action aimed at moving beyond simply recognizing stress, like being like, oh, I'm so stressed out. But what are people, exactly. No period. And actively doing something about it. Now, this is organized by the Stress Management Society, and this theme emphasizes taking small, intentional daily steps to improve mental well-being and build resilience. Okay.
I love this.
Yes. So we've talked in the past and we've shared that our mom, obviously, who has died of dementia in 2019, I think right now, I don't even know when this podcast is coming out, but we're probably right around the 7-year anniversary of her death. And we've talked and we've shared on this platform and elsewhere that mom was stressed.
Yes, she was.
I felt like all the time.
And for all different reasons.
From
mothering 5 kids to managing a home to navigating mental health struggles.
Weight loss was I felt like weight loss was another thing that really brought her down a lot.
Yes, it was.
And that she struggled with.
Because even though I perceived her as a confident person, like she carried herself as one, the constant struggle was something that she was always navigating when it came to that.
Totally.
So, and also probably because she didn't like what she saw when she looked in the mirror, and B, because she knew that her weight contributed to
other health
issues.
things. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. It was like a 2-for-1. So with that being said, the reason why we bring this up is our mom died of dementia, and stress directly affects your brain along with a host of other areas of the body. And I find this kind of fascinating because growing up, I feel like we were just taught to be
Grin and
strong
bear it.
or all that.
Put
but
some
also,
dirt on it.
Yeah, that, but also just do sports and work out. And we don't realize that you can do sports and work out
And still-
but if you're fucking stressed out all the time, it's not balanced.
Yeah.
There's still that imbalance. So I thought I would share some of the research that I found about how constant stress affects the body. And we'll start with the brain. It literally shrinks the prefrontal cortex. So this
which
the
is
area
like
of the
literally
body
the part of our mom's brain that was affected
and then
by.
we're not
diagnosing
saying,
or
no. Our mom did not get dementia from stress. I will say though,
it was a contributing factor.
There was something there. I mean, there's no way that I always wonder if mom had been able to lead a healthier life, had she not maybe gotten sick sooner, maybe she would have gotten sick later in life and whatnot.
Yeah, she was chronically stressed and chronically exhausted.
And the part of the prefrontal cortex is the decision making. I mean, that was one of the watershed moments where we kind of knew something was up with our mom.
Yeah.
Again, we're not saying that stress causes dementia, but we are saying that stress can
is a contributor to brain health function.
It enlarges the amygdala. Michelle, you talk about the
amygdala hijack.
Yes.
I mean, I was the queen of the hijacked amygdala when I was in the height of my most stressful moments. And you saw it
couple
front row
times.
Seat.
Yes.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Artemis to launch freak off.
Yeah.
Freak off.
Oh, well, no,
no,
gross.
no,
No,
we're not going to freak off. Freak out. Freak out. No Diddy parties here.
No,
Thank you.
none of those. Other things, it can impair memory and learning, and it increases risk of anxiety and depression. So then you get anxiety and depression, then you have more problems.
The fallout is extreme.
The nervous system keeps your body in a constant on state. It makes it harder to relax, even when things are perceivably safe.
Yep.
Heart raises blood pressure, increases risk of heart attack and stroke. And of course, this is where I lean into. I don't know why I've kind of gotten into the cardiovascular health, obviously because I was had some blood pressure issues when I was pregnant. But when I think of myself feeling elevated, the first thing I want to do is put my hand on my heart and my hand on my belly and just get things regulated with deep breaths. Mm-hmm. That's something we'll talk about later. Immune system, it could suppress immune response, makes you more likely.
That's when you get sick.
Yep. And can make you more likely to get sick. Hormones, elevated cortisol disrupts sleep, metabolism, and mood, can lead to weight gain, especially abdominal. No shocker here, you guys. Women report higher levels of stress than men overall. And there's a couple of different reasons the researchers and data thinks this is because women are more apt to talk about it where men aren't. So you're not getting as many men sharing that they are feeling stressed. They kind of grin and bear it, and whatnot. But with women, we've got that mental load. We've got the planning, the caregiving, the emotional labor, the all the things that we do that you don't really see.
Totally.
In fact, my friend Devin referred to being a homemaker as a domestic engineer.
I honestly, I'm obsessed with that. That needs to be trademarked.
Isn't that
immediately?
Because she's not wrong, baby.
That just actually that levels up homemaker. Now we might not be industrial engineers or we might not be civil, but we're a domestic one. And that takes a lot of fucking brain power.
Isn't that brilliant?
Thinking, logistics,
planning,
mapping,
calendars, schedules.
I forgive Devin now fully over that one thing that she shared with this. She has now been raised to a
domestic engineer.
Domestic engineer, ladies. That's what you are.
Every woman out there that manages a household,
domestic
with or
engineer,
without kids, you are a domestic. You're a DE.
You're a DE.
How fucking cool is that?
I love
domestic
it. I'm
engineer.
Obsessed with it.
Yeah, I know. She's pretty smart.
We're going to start using that one.
Women also have higher rates of anxiety disorders and hormonal fluctuations. Again, we go through huge shifts internally that influence how we are mentally dealing with things.
Yeah.
But we just, we didn't for a long time even
just don't
consider
talk
that.
about it and don't ask questions and
Yeah.
let's all just wonder.
Just be a homemaker.
Yep,
No, not me, sir. I'm a DE.
Yeah, I'm a DE.
We should all put that on our resume.
D.
Every single one of you out there.
fucking E.
You're a DE.
LinkedIn. DE.
Stress in men. Men often report slightly lower levels of stress, but like I mentioned, they're less likely to talk about it or seek help and more likely to cope through substance use, withdrawal, irritability, and anger. So now let's talk about I feel like I've heard people say, I love when people say and I'm not going to out anyone, but I don't have anxiety. And I'm like, you're the most anxious person I've ever met.
It's because they don't have the language.
Well,
they don't know.
Or they don't realize the signs of it, or they think that their signs of it it's normal. Like everyone feels that way. So here are some subtle signs that you might be chronically stressed. You cannot relax even when you have time to. Kind of like the people that are like, I'm doing.
I know so many people like that.
But it's like you might be feeling a little stressed to get it all done.
Been there.
Yes. You feel guilty resting.
Been there. That's also like a conditioning too, especially from a women's perspective.
And as a DE, we need to rest or else we
aren't whole.
Or we can't keep the house
can't operate.
afloat. No, we can't. DEs cannot be taking good care of everyone else and their homes if they're not taking care of themselves.
100%. A domestic engineer needs proper rest and proper stress management.
Absolutely.
Totally.
I'm obsessed with the fact that we are now just going with it.
We're domestic engineers. I've never felt more I've always talked about I've never really given a shit about a title until now.
Well, I hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm just a mom." For moms out there that don't work, I'm like, do you realize the load that you carry?
Domestic engineer.
Yes, you are a mom yes, exactly. You're constantly checking out on your phone. That could be a sign of stress. That's like
numbing.
Your release.
It's your numb.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Your patience is shorter than usual.
Yep.
That's when I know I'm stressed.
Same.
When I'm snapping, that's when I'm okay, I'm losing my cool.
First 10 years of my kid's life.
Yeah, that's sad, Michelle.
It is.
Because I try not to do it a lot as much as possible, which there will be so many more times, but I'm sorry that was the first decade.
That's all right. The second decade has been a level up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that. And you feel tired, but wired. Again, I'm tired, but I'm just going to keep
think
going.
About it. It's just like a little kid that didn't get enough sleep and now they've crossed the point of no return and you're in Cuckooville.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same for a stressed adult.
No, you can't have that. So here are some things to think about. Our bodies cannot tell the difference between real danger and perceived stress.
And an email notification.
Yes. And with so much of the therapy that I've gone through too, not only the threats and stress, but also what your brain is saying to you. My stress is when I think of being stressed, I think of myself worried about things that haven't happened yet. And I'm stressed out about things that haven't happened yet. And that's just because my brain is
trained
going down a narrative that it just feels comfortable going in. So I have to do a lot of reworking. But again, the brain doesn't know. The brain listens to your lies.
Totally.
And it will feed them more lies.
100%.
Chronic stress, as we've already talked about, changes the structure of one's brain.
And not for the better.
No. And stress is contagious. So when you're surrounded, you can get it, not get it, but you could feel it from other people or a household, loved ones.
Some of my most chaotic moments as a stressed parent was the trickle effect that it had on the people in my household. Those were some of my worst days, our worst days, because everybody was feeling the pressure cooker moment just sort of come off my body.
Bubbling. And now, did you guys talk about it ever? Or did anyone ever say yo, you're freaking out and it's freaking me out. When I'm stressed because you're stressed.
I have personally because I have my moments, but I have in my later years, I'll say in the second half of my kids' upbringing, been really working hard at acknowledging my, maybe let's just say reaction in a short fused moment and saying, hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm struggling right now, not in a good headspace, going to work on how I manage myself in those moments moving forward.
It's great communication.
Yeah. But again, had to kind of walk through the darkness and then see what was broken and also how I was affecting the people around me.
Okay.
My family, they'd probably listen in on this and be like, you should have seen yourself 2 weeks ago.
But that's
Water
okay.
was trickling
No,
in.
that's okay. But that's stressful. And this is the thing. From what I've been reading about this month, it's not to say, oh, I don't need any stress. I'm going to just get rid of my stress. That's impossible. It's to acknowledge when you are feeling stressed so that you can be like,
nurture yourself in a way that kind of helps manage it in a
take
healthy
rest.
way.
Yes. And it's so that you don't burn out
Yeah.
and crash out. We all have stress.
Yeah.
Different, and sometimes our life with the seasons of life sometimes are way more stressful than others.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a momentary stress, sometimes it's a long-term stress, sometimes it's the stupidest shit stress that you shouldn't be stressing about, but they're still there. It's just about managing
it better.
Because here's the deal, even thinking about stressors can trigger a physical stress response. That's like my brand of stress, like just thinking about it and I become flustered.
You need to be
stressed.
better. You need to be more like me and be better at compartmentalizing things, where you just literally
doesn't that cause?
box it off.
Okay, but if you're compartmentalizing it, doesn't it get stressful when you start to unbox it?
No, because I think I can tell when I'm putting something. I used to ruminate on things. Like there was a time, like when I renovated Mom's little house that she lived in the latter years of her life. That was a very stressful time for me. I wasn't compartmentalizing there. I was waking up. I was having sleepless nights. I was struggling falling to sleep. I was like waking up thinking about worries. I think because I was doing that because I wasn't prioritizing me.
Okay.
And so I didn't have that. Now I have stress. Like they're just big stresses, like you said, like they are unavoidable. But because I am prioritizing myself mostly all the time, those things are manageable. Like it's not like a pop-off situation, you know?
Yeah, which brings me to the last bit here is that rest and recovery are not optional. It's biological. It's like that's a must. And that's where I think these organizations who do all the work, do the research, look at the data are like, okay, if everyone can just think about rest and recovery as being mandatory, stress levels would lower.
Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
I mean, listen, I feel like I have never been as stressed out as when I became a mom.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, I was just walking on sunshine
just
and having
cruising,
my stressors of different
navigating
kinds.
super hard things.
But these are different. You know, I feel like I'm more stressed out on a regular occasion. I don't like to say stressed out.
No.
I have more stressors on a regular occasion because I have a
child
toddler.
and you have less time. You have to really pencil in time for yourself to be able to manage when the shit hits the fan.
Yes, that and also how to do things before the shit hits the fan. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about the different things that we might do.
Okay.
But something else to think about is that when it comes to stress, it isn't always about doing too much. It's really about never coming out of the doing mode. So it sounds like these research are finding, there's like a little bit of a theme here, is that the going, doing creates stress.
Contributes.
And then when you're doing all of the things and then like the real stress comes about, you know, a sick loved one or whatever the stress might be, that just compounds on top of all of the doing and the more, but you haven't created that practice of taking care of yourself. So that when you get the big stress and the big things that happen, you're fucking tapped out. Okay. So this is why our mantra, slow down, care less, do nothing, can be injected here. For slowing down, it will help regulate the nervous system. Okay. Caring less, it reduces the perceived threat. And then doing nothing, it allows for recovery. So this is like a little, it's a mantra, but it's also kind of a way of life that even if you do one or two or three of these things, one of the three things, either every day or one here, one there, it all adds up.
And cumulative effect.
That's what I have found, like Atomic Habits, which I didn't read it, but I kind of got the gist of it, is that the habits that you do every day, even they say like, if you work out once a week for 3 hours, that's not
actually
as
more detrimental than a 20-minute walk around the block,
3 to 5
10
times
minutes
a
walk.
week. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of plays true here as well.
I think he says tiny habits yield great results. That's his thing.
I love that. Michelle, what do you have things that you do on a daily basis to help manage your own stress?
Daily and weekly. I mean, I think one of my biggest stress reducer hacks is my Sunday night brain dump. And that is that's a slow moment for me. And that's an opportunity for me to literally just barf out everything. Domestic engineer tasks, small business lists that I have.
So you're talking like, okay, pay this bill, get the dog food.
Literally edit the podcast, make that
so
appointment.
You're dumping it all out.
I'm dumping it all out. And literally, I know, like, I know that if I don't do that, my week is going to be a shit show.
Yep.
And it is true every time.
Do you do it on pen or on your phone?
I write it out on pen, and I usually do it in my bed with a show on. It's kind of a ritual. Yeah. It's like a Sunday night thing. I bring my little lap desk, just barf it out. And then the next morning before the day starts, I organize everything. We have an agenda. Normally, if I'm operating on full throttle,
the 4 cylinders
systems go. My brain dump that pertains to work goes on our weekly agenda that Jam creates for us. And then I have a running list for my other job, and then another running list for my other job, which is a domestic engineer, which is very often the longest list of all.
And so this practice ritual of brain dumping allows you to feel less stressed going into the week. Why? Because you feel like you kind of have like a clearer vision of what's
I've emptied.
Come?
It's not looming in my head.
Okay.
I'm not thinking about it. I know exactly what it is, and I take it down to the ground. Something that I've just added, and I think you suggested this. I have added an admin hour into my week.
The admin hour.
I have been doing it.
So explain how you're doing it.
I save an hour. Fridays are my best day, my guilt-free day, unless it's something pressing that needs to be done at the beginning of the week. I will do it. Otherwise, I save an hour on Fridays, usually around 10, and I sit down and I just power through all of those domestic engineer tasks that I have.
Pay bills,
make an appointment, make an appointment for Mia to get a new retainer, make sure the ACT situation is set up, call, and then by the weekend, I've literally done everything that I need to do.
That feels good.
Yeah.
You brought me back to retainer. Remember flipping your retainer?
Yeah. Yeah. Surprised I didn't choke on that thing. Talk about an annoying noise. Don't do that again. Remember smelling your retainer?
There was a girl in grade school who would eat with her retainer.
Stop.
And then she'd take it out and
then eat it and eat the rest, the leftovers. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done.
Sorry about that, guys. Wah, wah,
wah,
Anthony.
Wah, 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 wah.
So, Michelle, mine's similar-ish. Is that okay?
And then I have my other
got your
daily
workouts.
Non-negotiables. Got to walk, try to, take a moment, sit, read, whatever.
So something that you and I were talking about a couple weeks ago, and you're like, I hate habit tracking. And I love it for my planner.
Fucking hate it.
And I'm going to tell you why, because for me, I think with all of the things that I do throughout the day, I will find sometimes I'm midway and I'm like, I haven't fucking had a glass of water.
Yeah.
And so for the habit tracking, it is like 5 simple things I'll put on there. And a couple of them are like water intake, vitamins, like silly shit that we all kind of remember to do. But I do get great pleasure out of circling and checking things off. So the habit trackers, and deep breaths is one of them, a daily walk. So it's a different way of doing what you do.
Yeah.
I like to write it. I like to see it. And that helps me with the organizational, like DE stuff, right? But when it really comes to like de-stressing and self-care, something I've been kind of initiating lately that I'm obsessed with is the daytime bath. And this is where like maybe around 2:00, I'm like, you know what? I've done a lot. I'm going to go sit in the bathtub because no one's home, or if Anthony's home, but Luna's not here. I can't take a bath with Luna at home. That's
not a relaxing
It's not happening. No. So that is something that I find, and that is, I like commit to it. And that is where it's like, you have to give yourself permission to take time out of your day to do something that's unproductive.
Yeah.
That you're not getting anything done.
No
because
means to an end.
Even with the planner, that's getting things done. That's doing things. And so I really like to take time to it's sometimes like a 40-minute bath. And I'll do that maybe once or twice a week. That's like more of a weekly thing.
Yeah.
But, and then the breathing, we were talking about like the nervous system and the heart rate and things like that. And as a yoga teacher, I would love to encourage people who are listening. It's a really cool breath that I've been teaching my students, and I can teach it right now if you guys would like. It's double inhale, hold at the top of the inhale, and then it's an exhale through the mouth. And here's the cool thing about this is that these audible sounding breaths tap into the parasympathetic nervous system.
Turns on the calm button.
Yes, it does. It literally, it's like, oh, message received.
Vagus nerve.
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm looking to relax, lower those cortisol levels. So it's a double breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, open mouth.
And the longer the exhalation, because
that's tapping
that's
in.
the calm. That's where the calm comes from.
So there's other methods where you inhale, say for 4 counts,
like the
exhale
box breath
for 8 counts. Yeah. Or
inhale,
hold 4,
6, exhale 8.
Yeah. You could there's different numbers, but typically it's a double the amount of the exhale. So for listeners, like that double breath going in through the nose twice, hold, exhale through the mouth, or just stopping and breathing. There's some times where I'm driving.
I'm like, did I breathe?
And I'm like, how have I been functioning? How am I holding
Am
my
I
breath?
holding my breath?
Hold that's because sometimes doesn't it feel like that? So
100%.
these little moments, even if it's 3 breaths and you do them every day or twice a day, literal game changers. Unclench your jaw, soften your shoulders, because that's where stress is living. Stress is living in our body. And if we don't acknowledge it and soften it, it just builds and builds and builds and builds until something shitty happens.
Yeah.
And then you crash and burn.
And then you crash and burn, lose your mind, act like an asshole, and have a world of regrets after.
Oh, world of regrets. I hate when that happens. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways, practicing deep breathing exercises, regular movement, activity, mindfulness and meditation, prioritizing sleep, building and maintaining social connections,
it's a biggie.
Gratitude journal, setting boundaries and managing time, and spending time in nature. And last but not least, seeking professional help.
Yeah.
Like all of these things can help you live in the month of April like you are tending to your stress levels.
Good stuff.
That's how we are raising awareness for stress on today's podcast, is acknowledging it and then dismantling it. And then giving a good job to all of the DEs out there.
Hell yeah. Good God.
I love it.
I love that.
Domestic engineer.
Domestic engineer.
All right. Well, that wraps up our stress awareness. Let's move on to reading, watching, and listening to. But first, thanks to our sponsor. This podcast is supported by Chicago Private Wealth Group. Let's take a moment to talk about money. Nothing stressful about that.
Yeah, nothing makes us more relaxed than talking about our unhealed trauma surrounding the cash.
But money does stress people out. I mean, I think that's a very normal thing.
Yeah.
So
definitely not the only sitting alone on an island in that
and it's
apartment.
important to have the people in your life that can help you understand your money better and make sure that it's supporting the life that you want. That's why Matt, Rick, and Robert at Chicago Private Wealth Group are trusted partners who help you align the money side of your life with your bigger picture. They don't just build a financial plan, they work with your other professionals, handle the day-to-day details, and help make sure more of your money stays with you and not Uncle Sam.
Hell yeah.
And because life is always changing, they help you adjust and stay on track, whether it's planning for retirement, navigating big purchases like a lake house, supporting aging parents, or getting both partners on the same page financially. They are there to help you. Because at the end of the day, their goal is simple: make your money match your values. I love that.
Love them.
If you do, you work with Rick directly.
Love them. I've worked with Rick and with Robert.
Oh,
and
okay. I love that.
it's a pleasure.
If you are ready to feel more confident and, dare I say, less stressed and intentional about your financial future, or you might think it's time for an upgrade, you can connect with Matt, Rick, and Robert at Chicago Private Wealth Group, and the link is directly in our show notes. Michelle, moving into reading, you are reading Smart Her News.
Have you heard of this?
No.
Well, our viewer, Catherine Andrews, who I shared a couple of podcasts ago, has been watching closely and commenting, and we've been having a fun correspondence back and forth on YouTube. She must have heard us talk on a recent episode.
Oh, yeah,
about
where we get partisan,
where we get nonpartisan
yes.
news, and she shared Smart Her News, and I am obsessed with it.
This is cool. I like the layout.
It's fantastic. There's podcast, YouTube topics. They cover everything from health and tech to what's going on around the world. And like we were talking about before, this is a perfect spot to get some nonpartisan news. I highly recommend it. No, it was a great share.
Thank you,
Great
Catherine.
share.
Oh, I love this.
Yep.
Thank you. I'll be looking into
Check
this
it
as
out.
well. All right, moving on to watching. Okay, Anthony and I watched a movie that we have not stopped thinking about. We've gone back to watch certain scenes. This film is called Surat, and it's one of the heavier watches I think we have watched in a long time, and we like heavy films.
Yeah, you guys don't. There's not a lot of light with what you guys are taking.
Sometimes, no, not a lot.
Yeah.
But this is a 2025 drama road survival film directed by Oliver Lax.
I'm not really sure how you'd say it. If it's
Okay.
French.
It's
I believe.
French. And co-written by Santiago Falal. It follows a father. If anyone has ever seen Pan's Labyrinth, the bad guy in it, Sergi Lopez, he is the main character, is in search of his missing daughter along with his son and a group of ravers in the deserts of southern Morocco. Now, when I tell you we have not stopped thinking about this film because it's cinematically, it's beautiful. The soundtrack is like being at like a
rave. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's devastating. You're watching it and then it takes a turn and it's hard to recover from.
But it's not something you can recommend to everyone. Like, I don't know. Yeah, if, like even Michelle, I would say go watch this movie. But like, it's really well done. It was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film.
Yeah.
It was nominated too, I think, for a Golden Globe. So yeah.
Where did he find his daughter?
I don't want to give that away
Okay.
because it is so dramatic and so the word devastating is like when something happened, I put my hands over my face and I like over my mouth because I was like, oh my God. Like it's what this film did for me was put into perspective is how quickly life can be done for people, for loved ones, for yourself. It is like you could be gone in an instant. Instant.
Yep.
I mean, literally in an instant. And it just, again, a lot of things I've been watching and tuning into in a good way have been shifting my perspective. And this film, I mean, it's one of, I think will go up there with one of my favorite films. I'm just taken aback by it in a good way.
It's a beautiful film. It's not just like harsh just for the hell of it.
Okay.
You know?
No, it's
So
beautiful. It's a story of humanity. It's a story of strangers helping strangers, and it really just, of a man who's looking for his daughter. And oh my God,
the heaviness there.
There's just so much. It's amazing. The Arabic word sirat, though, means path or way. And in Islamic scripture, it refers to a narrow bridge that connects paradise and hell, which is kind of what this film also did, was this weird bridge between the two.
Well, it's sort of about these ravers who are like using this beautiful landscape of Morocco to like have these raves in, and they're traveling, they're very nomadic, but they're sort of in it for like the vibes and the music, and they don't really care about like political upheaval or like
that's happening in this film as well. They're like, it's basically World War III's happening, but we don't know much more other than
it's happening.
The globe is basically at war.
Yeah, they don't really kind of realize what danger they're in. They're just sort of like, when's the next
doing
rave?
their thing, living their life.
Yeah, I actually think maybe you want to give it a try.
I think I might. I would.
Is it French or Spanish? I forget. Is it?
I'm down with. I'm not opposed to subtitle. I'll watch any.
I just can't remember which
maybe
language
he's
it
like
is.
he has Spanish influence too. There, I think maybe some.
So good, listener. If you're looking for something heavy that will just grip you, I mean, I want you to watch it so we could talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I will.
It's really, really beautiful. Oh gosh, Michelle, you are listening to Bonnie Raitt's album.
Yes. Did you?
Oh, you guys wanted to talk about Down to Fuck real quick.
Yeah.
DTS.
DTF.
Okay. By the way, is Jason Bateman getting pegged? She's pegging him.
Wow.
That's when she's
on
top of him.
No, that's when he's on his back in like happy baby pose, and she's humping him from standing. So I'm pretty sure she's pegging him, sticking a dick in him.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
I think.
So that's
weird show. I didn't really get into it, but Anthony and you guys,
I got really into it. I like it. Yeah, I'm caught up. Are you caught up?
Yes. Are you kidding? It's my 8th.
So you've stuck on it.
Oh, I've watched episode 6 this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So we're 6 episodes in?
Yeah.
Or 7. Okay. And so next week is the last one?
Is it? I don't know.
Or this Sunday?
I got a funny text from my friend Dan Loftus this morning, whose brother-in-law is a producer on this series. And he said, watched the 6th episode of DTF with Mom and Jackie. Such a weird show, though I'm curious how it'll end. Feel the same way. He said, my mom turned to Jackie and said, and I quote, the writer takes some getting used to. Steve Conrad, he really likes talking about boners. End quote.
Yep.
Yes, he does.
Yep.
That's funny.
I'm here for it though, because I feel like a lot of shows, I mean, I was watching a movie last night that I wanted to like, and it's just like the writing is so generic. And this, you can't say like, oh, this guy, it's not written by someone just going through the motions. I feel like it has a real creativity. It's taboo. It's unique. It's like out
Yep.
of nowhere, but it's for a reason. I feel like.
And I just think that the actors, I just feel like, what is it? Is it David Harbour? And is that his
Yeah.
name?
David Harbour, right?
Yeah.
He's great in it.
Are we talking about the
Jason,
husband?
and Jason Bateman? Like, and even
And her, yeah, Linda
they're just
Cardellini.
their
She's
delivery.
great.
They're all. I love Harbour's character. Like, there's something sweet and oddly
David Harbour.
unassuming, but he's a bit of a strange bird too.
Oh, Peter Sarsgaard though.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
Why is he
Freaky
hot? Why is he
deaky.
hot with eyeliner?
Freaky-
Anthony, you guys are wearing eyeliner.
It's so
I'll
funny.
put it on
I don't.
tonight. He's great. He's great in everything. Yeah, I
He's
feel like it does hit
great.
on all cylinders. I think it does not gain the credit it deserves because maybe people find it a little too weird and it's too
People
much.
are not watching it. I'm like, have you watched this? To everybody I know, and they're like, no. And I'm like, you don't understand. It's so weird, and
It's
I
so
can't
weird.
stop.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
surprised that you liked it so much. I thought,
I'm such a Jason Bateman
yeah,
fan.
he's great.
and
he's
he's
great.
so
He's good.
in this.
He's so
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, it's
I
just
love
so
him.
weird. The bike riding, their odd friendship. Are they friends? Are they
are they
doing
not?
it?
I know.
There's so much left to the imagination.
But I feel like it's like, yeah, it's strange, but it's probably on the low end or the average of like the strange
Of the
shit that
strangest
goes
shit that
on
people-
in the suburbs right here in Chicago.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I
Totally.
bet people are
like
swinging
outside
and
of like
pegging.
this guy, I mean, they tell you right away this guy winds up dead and potentially is it murder or not? Like that might be weird, but all the other stuff is, I mean, could be happening right next door.
Yep.
Are we swinging in LaGrange? Are we swinging in the suburbs?
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Oh, I've
Someone
heard
getting
there
pegged
is.
in
Cool.
LaGrange, I'm
Interesting.
sure.
I don't know. I think there might be some pineapples
Cool.
and some Adirondack chairs in the front.
Oh, is that
of
another
houses.
symbol?
Yeah.
That bike, I mean, like,
Anthony,
I'm not like the manliest man, but I don't know if I could ever ride that freaking bike.
Well, that's
That
just
bike
the,
is like whenever I see him riding it, I'm like, that just looks like the lowest effort.
lazy
bike ride.
man's motor.
He's just
It's
sitting
just
there.
so,
So stupid.
on your
I love it.
fucking flat ass. Just
But
getting.
it's brilliant that he like chose to highlight that bike. I think it's like
It's
part of
great.
the funniness of the
I'm
show.
into it.
what's it streaming on for our listener?
HBO
On HBO Max.
Max.
We're still in the
Okay.
pit. Are we still in the pit?
Oh,
Nope.
I'm obsessed with the pit.
Everyone I know is obsessed with the pit.
I'm
Lauren's
obsessed.
now, like,
I'm
in.
obsessed
So
with the
talk
pit.
to all Killeen, to
Okay.
everybody. That's all they're
It's
watching.
so good. That would
They're-
be like my listener recommendation.
Now we got to go. Now I'm excited. We get to go back to season 1 with you.
and
See?
rewatch it because I have not seen it yet. So it
Oh,
gives
cool.
us
So you're
something
just
to
catching up to
watch.
season 2. Okay.
All right, good watches, you guys. Good recommendations. Michelle, I
Yeah.
am so thrilled that you are going to
Finally.
be singing your song, Something to Talk About.
Yeah.
A
By Bonnie
Raitt.
Raitt.
It's an OG song
Yeah.
by Bonnie.
Yeah.
Because you're singing it with the pigs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if all the pigs are happy about it, but
Are you
going
to put
I
a
don't
gray
care.
stripe in your hair like Bonnie?
I kind of have one.
Well,
It's
there you
just
go.
right there.
Can we get a rendition?
Are you? Yeah. Can you do a little bit of it?
I mean,
Let's do it. Hold on. Okay.
ready?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Let's give them something.
Oh, you're going
to
right
t-
into
Oh,
that?
what do you want to do?
I was
Do you
going to
wanna
say
go-
people are talking about people. I hear them whisper. You won't believe it. They think we're lovers, kept under covers.
Take it away.
I'll just ignore it, but they keep saying we laugh just a little too loud.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be able
Yeah.
to hear that on stage.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
no,
me.
not you.
Hear me.
I love you, but you can stay in the audience.
Lauren actually is a good, like your backup singing.
coming
is-
along.
It's not bad.
Maybe
It's
the pigs will
coming
one day have
along.
me. Will you have
It's-
me, pigs?
But then when
Absolute-
Michelle stops, it's kind of like
I know. I get a little nervous.
But when I used to stop in the past, it hurt my ears.
But it's
gotten
And
better.
now I'm staying for it.
I'm here for it. This is a great song. So you'll be performing this when?
I mean, I hope we are going to be playing at
Nick's Beer Garden, May 23rd?
May 23rd. Yes,
Okay.
in the city.
In Wicker Park, not just the
Finally.
city. It's a great neighborhood.
Yeah, can't wait. Super
Cannot
pumped.
wait. I'm putting it on my calendar.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity for Whiffs to come out and see you in action.
And
the
us
Chicago
and,
peeps.
and you if you're around.
Well, I'm coming. I'm going. I'm not going to get on stage, of course. I wouldn't want to blow you guys. I wouldn't want to make the band jealous.
Wow, wow, okay.
It's no thanks. And also we're covering a whole song.
A whole song. Are you playing? Are you Courtney Love?
Yeah.
What's the
hang
whole
on.
song?
What the, oh,
Oh
shit.
my God. The song is, hang on, you guys.
I Am World? No.
Nope. I'll tell you. Celebrity Skin.
I'll have to play it. I might
You
know it.
know it.
I was into that album. I have to re-listen
Was that
to
with
it.
Courtney Love?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's
You guys
kind
are
of a fun
changing it up.
rocker.
Oh, excuse me for my yawn. It's
my
time that I
God,
get
all
a
those
freaking espresso.
Yeah,
I
it
need a
is.
coffee.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's
whoa.
do it.
All right, before we do that, Michelle, my
Oh.
simple pleasure. Okay, you guys, someone has to take my money because I keep coming home with Trader Joe's plants, but they're so fucking good.
It's plant season right now.
But you guys, their plants are like
What'd you
really
bring home?
good. Oh, a monstera that has white in the leaves. And then this other Jurassic Park looking plant. And like, I'm obsessed and I can't stop.
It's funny that you say that because last night when Ryan and I were running an errand to Home Depot, I'm like, I need to go left into the plant section. And
How was their plant section?
unbelievable. And bonsai are everywhere.
Well, I saw a jade bonsai a few weeks ago at the Ace Hardware on 31st Street in LaGrange Park, and I haven't stopped thinking about it since.
You need to get it.
It would be the more expensive plant that I'd buy, which was $30, but I think I'm going to get it. I mean, I'm already buying some. I mean, why stop now?
I mean, a jade would look so cute.
Oh my God. And what is your simple pleasure, Michelle?
Oh my God. My simple pleasure is watching Mia score her first goal on the varsity squad with her head.
Dude, wait, and you said it was off of a special throw-in?
It was put back into play.
By her teammate?
Carly Proctor, who's a gymnast previous, and some soccer players do this, but she front flipped
What
the
is
ball.
the point of the front flip? Do you get more
It gives
distance?
you more leverage.
Okay.
I mean, it was like a corner kick, and it deflected off of a fullback's foot, and Mia saw an opportunity and she popped it in.
Question: did she know that she was popping in with her head, or was it just a header?
No,
and then
she knew.
This was like it was an orchestrated thing.
It was coming into the box, and you see
Is that
her
how
wiggle
sports
her way.
work?
Yeah, that's how.
Is that how? Is that what an athlete?
Called a move.
Is that what an
sports with balls
athlete
do.
does?
They have this round thing. Sometimes it's more aerodynamic, and they're trying to get
Football.
it in something.
I love how Lauren's under the
or
impression
through
that
something.
Mia got hit in the head with a soccer ball.
I'm
and
not under the
inadvertently went
impression
into
that she
the goal.
got hit on it. I thought maybe she was just trying to get it somewhere.
No, yeah, she was trying to get it into the box.
Into
they
the
call
goal.
it a goal. It has a net.
Yes, Mia.
So that was my simple
That's awesome.
pleasure.
I'm so proud of
Yeah,
her.
it was fun. It was fun. Super
That is
fun.
rad.
Yeah, they're kicking ass too. I mean,
Look at her.
I think they got 3 wins, 2 ties. They're gonna have some tough games coming
my
up here. It was their
God.
first conference win.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, go Lions.
Go Lions.
LT.
Go headers that make it into the goal.
Good God. Ann, is there anything else?
No, that's it.
Oh my God. And you now, Whiff, you get to go and do whatever the heck you want. How about a little slow down, care less, do nothing? And as always, stay cozy.